Hi and welcome to this tutorial. If you are new to this channel, you're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Today we will learn how to draft a basic sketch block. Yes, you heard me right, a basic sketch block. And we will not just learn how to draft a basic sketch block, we will learn it in the professional way. That's by the time you know it, by the time you master the drafting and the sewing, you will be able to sew all those ready-made skirts that you buy out there. So keep it locked on this dial. My name is Kemi Adeshogun Adejumo of Kenzie Apparels, and today we will be drafting a basic skirt block. So let's dive in. Earlier on this channel, we deal with everything that entails drafting. You know, sewing tips and tricks, the techniques and principles that guides for one to get a smooth and a perfect fit in every sewing project. So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when we drop subsequent videos like this, you'll be the first to get notified. So to start with, let me introduce you to the tools or the materials that we'll be needing for this class. First, of course, we'll be needing a measuring tape. We'll be needing a drafting pencil. We'll be needing a ruler, and we'll be needing our scissors and our corset. And what are the statistics we'll be using for this class? The statistic we'll be using, that is the measurements we'll be using for this class, is the skirt length is 20 inches, the waist length is 28, the waist circumference, is 28 inches, the hip is 40 inches, the bust span is 7 inches, the waist to hip line, that is the vertical measurement of the waist to hip line, is 9 inches. These are the 5 basic measurements you'll be needing for a skirt block. Yes, these are the first 5 basic measurements you'll be needing for a skirt block. And also I'd like to note that some measurements will be divided by 4. Why is the measurement going to be divided by 4? The reason is that measurement that goes across the body, that is a measurement that is a circumference that is measured around across the body. Do you understand? Like our bust circumference, our waist, our hip, to be divided by 4. Because when we want to create a block is 1/4 of the total measurement of a particular statistic we are working with. So I've gone ahead to divide it. Our waist, which is 28 inches, divided by 4 is 7. And our hip, which is 40, divided by 4 is 10. Our bust span will be divided by 2. And our skirt length is a vertical measurement, so we measure it vertically, and also the waist to hip line is also a vertical measurement. So that is just a little explanation. So let's get into the illustration. First thing we are going to do is to mark out a border line, like a starter line. It can range from 1 inch to ½ inch. 1 inch to ½ inch. I would have preferred to use my smaller ruler, but this is what I have present now, so please let's work with this. And I also need an eraser in case there's an error, but I hope there won't be an error because I'm making this from outside my regular workshop. So these are the few materials I have to work with. So after drawing the border line on the horizontal line and the vertical line, the next thing is to create a block. How do we create a block? From the statistics, we check out the highest measurement. The highest measurement that we have here is 40 inches. So the 40 inches divided by 2 will give us 20. So I'm going to mark 20 across like this. We are going to look at the highest number. The highest number I have here is 20. It's 40 inches. and I'm going to divide it. See, I'm going to divide it by 2, and that's what I've marked. And I'm going to row 1 after marking the border line. Can you see? I've gone ahead to row the line. So again, the half of the 20 is 10. So I'm going to find the midpoint of 20, which is 10. Then I'll mark the midpoint of the 20 I marked earlier, which is 10. And I'm going to roll it across like so by doing like this, I have successfully, and I'm going to connect with my ruler also. By doing this, I have successfully created my front and back block. Yes. So this will stand as my front block, and this is my back block. Remember I said we are working with 1/4 of our measurements. So working with 1/4 of our measurements is 40 divided by 4, which will give us 10. So if we measure each of this block, we have 10 inches for the front and 10 inches for the back. So the next thing we are going to do now, after successfully creating our block, is to input our vertical measurements. You must have been hearing me talking about vertical and horizontal measurements. I have a video where I discuss on how to take accurate measurements, and I explain further what vertical and horizontal measurements means. So if you are confused, please kindly check up the video, and if you need me to send you the link, kindly comment so I can see your comment and show you. I just stick in the line so that you can see well. So we have successfully created a block for front and the back. So the next thing we are going to do now is to input our vertical measurements. So the first vertical measurement we are going to input is our waist to hip line, which is 9 inches. Our waist to hip line, which is 9 inches. So I'm going to measure. Don't forget, this is my starting point. And also when I was measuring across, I was measuring from this line, like outside the border line, after the border line, that's where I was measuring from. So my 9 inches will start from this line. I'll mark 9 inches downward. I'll just mark it as intervals so that my lines can be straight. I'm going to use my ruler to connect into the straight line. The distance from here to here is the distance from my waist to my hip. So I will label this line HL, hip line, hip line. So this is the hip line for the front block, and this is the hip line for the back block. And the next measurement that is vertical that I'll be taking is my skirt length, which is 20. Okay, I'll just measure 20 inches. I'll also mark it across. Don't forget they are vertical measurements from top to hem. From top to hem, 20 inches. My skirt length, 20 inches. Just mark it across like that. Across like that. And I will also roll that into a straight line. If you are followed to this moment, I'm applauding you because you are about to see the secret to making a perfect basic skirt. Can you see how our block looks so beautiful? Can you see? So this is the front block, this is the back block. The distance from here to here is my skirt length. The distance from here to here is the distance from my waist to hip, like when I'm standing. So please, if you are still watching and connected, please like. This will take us a long way, and more other soulmates will see this video.